just did to the bottom edge that I have not done, but we are going to right now. What we're going to do is, whoops, which side am I on? the like mirror of the camera is throwing me off. All we're going to do is the same thing we did on the other side. I'm not even using pins at this point. Sometimes people tell you to use pins all the time. Anytime you fold anything over, put a pin in there to hold it straight, but I think I'm working with small enough pieces that it is not at all very cumbersome. I'm fine just using my fingers for these little bitty pieces. And we're backstitching. Oh, Gaia Online has changed a lot. I've actually been using it regularly. I never stopped using Gaia since I made like a new, like there's this super old account I have from like 2000, I don't know, 3? I don't know what year Gaia was like first starting out. So I have that super old account. I don't even know how to get to it anymore though. And then when I was in college, for some reason, a few of my friends were on Gaia. In college, this was 2006. So I just got back on Gaia, and I have been on it pretty much regularly since then. Although I'm not really active now, I haven't been active in like a couple of years, several years. I just get on and do like the daily treats, the little daily bonuses. It gives you money every day. And I just like accumulating all of it. So literally my account has like no new posts. I'll go for like a year and a half without even like updating my avatar, but it's just accumulating billions of gold just from the daily stuff. Just because I'm addicted to when I get on the computer, I go to my Gaia bookmark and click on all of the daily treats. If you want to know my Gaia username, let's see. Sorry, I'm typing. I can't like see my screen when it's bent over. Bunny Winks. You could actually find a lot of my old accounts if you look for Bunny Winks anywhere. Like that's my Steam name. Random forums, but not anything super embarrassing. I'm not going to tell you guys my like old usernames, but any place where I'm not BonBonBunny, or before I was BonBonBunny, I was Bunny Winks. You can probably find a lot of my activity on, I swear this is real, on Hello Kitty Online. There was a forum for it, and I was really active in the community, and I was really active in beta testing for Hello Kitty Online, and they provided your own blog for you and everything. So I was really active on my blog, and I talked a lot about just cute things appropriate for a Hello Kitty audience. I would talk about cute webcomics that I found on my Hello Kitty Online blog, and a lot of little girls, like, humble brag time, but I was like an idol to a lot of little girls on that forum. And I really liked it. That was fun. That was before I was like blogging seriously. That was like the first time that I was doing regular like blog entries. So I guess that like paved the way for me blogging seriously later. And I guess the practice that I got there paved the way for vlogging and, you know, making money off of it later in life. And I pretty much do the same thing. I talk about how I would just post about cute webcomics that I found on my Hello Kitty blog, and nowadays I pretty much blog about cute, like, purses or cute shoes. I had some trouble backstitching on that one for some reason. It was just getting stuck. It happens. Don't know. So, there is the lace all attached. And we did two steps in one, or like 4 steps if you consider the fact that we did both sides. we both attached lace, and we got these really nice, clean edges on either side in one fell swoop. Now these edges are not clean, but they're gonna get folded under in like 2 seconds. Let's see, I wonder if I need more space for this. I might need to move my computer around. Because what I have to do now is make sure that I am putting this down in the center. And I don't have any intense calculations. I've got rulers, I've got marking pencils, but it's really not very strict. It's just whatever looks right. Let me grab that ruler right now, actually, since we can somewhat. I haven't read the chat in a little while. Let me. Everybody's talking about Gaia. Just measuring about how many inches I am inward from either side. What did I get here? We're at about like 8 inches there. So if I go 8 inches on this side, nope, I gotta scoot over. First off, what are we? So, let's see. So about 10 inches is the center point. Adjusting. Here's where pins come in handy again. I'm just gonna not super cleanly pin. This is a temporary pin, it can be moved. Well, all pins are temporary, but you know. What do we have up here? Up here, we're at about 11. So 5.5 is the center. Ah, my hair is too long. And this might be difficult because of how gathered this is at the top. I'm gonna have to like pull it straight while I'm sewing. Alright, sorry. I'm taking this away because I'm holding it up vertically to make sure that even vertically, like this, I can show. Here we go. So holding it up vertically kind of gives you a different view of things than looking at it flat on the table. So I'm just making sure that even shaking it out, it's roughly staying in the center. Because I would hate if I put this on and it's leaning from one side or the other. I would be mad at myself. Alright, and I think it's placed pretty well, so I have this raw edge at the top. This is the edge that I didn't finish. It's just gonna get folded under and squeezed right up really close to this edge up here. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing really has to be perfect. You can really get away with a lot. It's very lenient. Sewing in general, I mean. Let's see, but at the same time I don't want to put this pin very close to this elastic because I'm going to be pulling it straighter. So I'm just gonna kind of leave that how it is, and then make sure that this is flat. Because if it's not flat, then we'll get little like bubbles underneath, just like when you're putting like lamination or something on paper. If you don't smooth out the middle, you'll get bubbles. Sewing is like laminating paper. You heard it here first. I'm going to pin this down on both sides and make sure that I'm also, like, because we have the inner side of the top under here, I want to make sure that my pins are going through only, you know, the one layer and not both layers, because I have them both down flat. Also, don't poke your fingers. There are many occasions where I will have band-aids on my fingers, just because you poke yourself with needles all the time. Good times. I'm not sure. I mean, I rolled this under like this just to kind of temporarily hold it there, but now I kind of like it. And I don't know now if I should roll it under on the top layer, like this, or if I should sandwich it like I did that time and, you know, roll it under again so that it looks clean and have it kind of hugging the edge. I don't know. I had not even considered doing that the first time, it just kind of happened. But you know what? Since we have this much extra, I was very lenient in my cutting of it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hug the edge. I'm also gonna trim off these little bits. Oh, Manchester Game Maker's leaving. Bye bye. Bye bye, TY for coming. It was awesome having you come by. I was happy having somebody to talk to. All I'm doing is making sure I have this very cleanly folded over. And then we're pinning it. Did I pin it very well? I don't want it coming undone while I'm sewing. Don't do that, don't come undone. Alright, are we still hanging pretty straight? Even when I hold it up? Looks good to me. And the birds are pretty much facing the right way. The birds are a little bit all over the place, but in this particular strip that I cut, most of the ones in the middle, like here's the bottom and then here's the top. So I wanted them all to be like right ways up, not upside down. Now let's see. Now we have to do some maneuvering, because I'm not sewing along the edge of something this time. I have all this fabric to move out of the way.